coming up that would
The,
challenge
the
Islamic
other
finance?
competitor, quote unquote competitor, I think very soon they'll be doing very well in my opinion, is from Indonesia.
But specifically, which
Like for some of the, for example, even though like say Trisakti University, they are working towards developing. They are going to institutions here. They're going to Bahrain and elsewhere, studying the structure. They're getting our experts to come and help them out. So I think in the future they will develop even a better program than us. And Indonesia has a lot of potentials because of the huge number of Muslims and so forth. So there, I believe you will be getting a good
a serious contender.
contender from
Right.
that side. But for Middle East and so forth, I think we are still better because I think the reason is the technical knowledge of banking. We have regulators here. We have the competitive advantage because the central bank is very supportive. So we have that competitive advantage in Malaysia.
But how long do you think that competitive advantage would continue?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people who are complacent after a certain time frame.
Yeah. You see, this I believe depends on how we also evolve. We must understand things are changing very fast in the global monetary system. So therefore, I would suggest the central bank and others we realize this and give the direction. Let the industry evolve as it wants to or the way it has to evolve. So that's why the allow the gold payment system. When we say allow, doesn't mean just overturn the present system. No, let them come parallel. Allow it so that once the Islamic banking system today uses gold or anything real as a unit of a measure of value, then you'll find that the convergence,
Right.
it can the Islamic banking can detach itself from the present conventional this thing and define itself.
Right. But
Then-
what's the difference between a measure of value
Hmm.
and a unit used as a currency?
Okay. When we say measure of value means when we price things, we price things based on that unit. For example, if I say, okay, this table, if I price it, if I use gold as a measure of value, then I say this is equivalent to how many grams of gold. So if you say a dinar is 4.25 grams of gold, okay, how many dinars?
Right.
So the moment we start pricing things in gold, then only the gold payment system, the Islamic finance will succeed.
Right.
I've put some thought into it. The success of the Islamic financial system lies in that now.
Right.
It's in pricing things in gold.
But where can we go? I mean, institutions all over the world,
We don't have it.
so-called saying they
Yes.
specialize in Islamic banking and finance,
Yes.
but hardly any, if at all,
Hmm.
teaches on Islamic gold dinar or silver dirham for that
Yes.
matter. Where do I go if I want to learn more?
Okay. In this university, yes, we have courses specifically,
Right.
teaching. We develop the understanding of money and banking from real basics.
Right.
For example, when I teach the course, I will start from barter economy.
Right.
No money at all. So what? From the barter economy, we define what is profit, what is riba, interest.
Right.
Once they understand riba and profit from the real economy, we introduce money. What money does to the economy? Then, okay, what is the difference when money is like something real like gold and silver, and when money is like an electronic record or paper money? What is
So
it?
you have does have that.
Yes.
So, but what about in the global arena,
Mm.
the so-called traditional Ivy League institutions like
Yeah. Mm.
Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, you name it. Are they the place to go if you want to learn about Islamic banking and finance?
No, definitely, in my opinion, no. Because this is a very specialized subject. You need to understand Islamic concepts,
Right.
Sharia, and economics to be. And I think until today, at least, Malaysia is the
Right.
best. We have some institutions, including
Right.
INSAF, our institute here, and so on. But as I was telling you, if you want to remain as the best, then we have to evolve.
Right.
But an institution like INSAF might face problem for that change. The reason is because it's under the central bank, so they may want to, they may not want to be seen going against the central bank or anything like that, right? Here it is an academic institution. We do research, we provide our data and our arguments. So if people out there disagree, you can always counter. We believe in that. You must let people say what they want to say.
The discourse to take place.
Yes, and then
Right.
if you don't agree, you counter it, and then we put our ideas to thousands of minds to judge.
Right.
then let the law of large numbers prevail.
So,
I believe in that.
so you don't see any contenders, so-called contenders, appearing from Europe or America for that matter?
Not in the near
Near
future,
future.
yeah. And they have to, if they want to remain in the power, they got to change. So I hope IIU will change. We have already introduced this real money concepts.
Right.
What about the others? Do they have real money? And you see, because when the global crisis continues like this, the Islamic banking system will be also affected. Because remember, we talked about the operating under the same monetary and economic environment. So they will be affected. So how do we prevent this thing? How do we mitigate? It is, in my opinion, is the real money. So if you don't move in this direction, then what is the point? You call yourself top universities, but when there's economic crisis, you can't do anything.
Right.
Look at the Western countries. We have all the top universities. Can you solve the problem now? Is it?
Okay. Prof. Kamil, thank
Yes.
you very much for consenting to be a guest speaker on Islamic finance at the capital. We hope that we can continue our discourse in the next episodes.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.